Hi guys, welcome to Patty's Closet. I'm clearly not Patty.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Patty. I do fashion and beauty videos, and today's video, I have a special guest. The husband is here.
I am. Hi guys, it's nice to be here with you guys.
I'm going to be doing the husband tag video today. Alright guys, so I'm continuing this Valentine's series for you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I'm going to say that this one is going to be my favorite video of all because I love this guy. And you guys are going to love this guy when you get to know him as well. So it's pretty much just a series of questions and kind of get to know us, get to know him, get to know me. It'll be fun, right?
It feels like speed dating. Like I'm just gonna sit around and have folks ask me a bunch of questions, but it's fine. For you, it's fine.
He's a silly guy. Just a disclaimer. And also just a disclaimer, please keep the questions not so long because this guy loves to talk. He's the talker in the relationship. I'm the 1, 2, 3 answers and that's it.
Yeah, so you can imagine that there's countless times that I'm having conversations with myself because, that's just kind of the way it is. But almost 9 years together, so clearly it's worked out.
Alright guys, so here are our Valentine's Day tags with the husband. Alright guys, so I have about 12 questions here, so I'm just going to read them off. And we'll just answer them together.
I was bamboozled. She didn't tell me it was 12 questions. Oh, just a couple, babe.
It's not that bad. Alright, so let's start with question number 1. This one is, how and where did we meet?
Ooh, okay.
How much time do you guys have?
Yeah, right. No. So Patty and I first met for the very, very first time. I was an enrichment teacher at an elementary school in the Bronx, and Patty came to pick up a former coworker of mine so they can go to the gym together. They were friends, and I went to high school with that girl. And Patty pulled up in a brand new red Nissan Altima. And she, gave me one of these from the window, and I was trying to get her to come out, and she wasn't trying to really come out.
I didn't really give her the time of day.
Yeah, which I guess is fine. But that was the first time we actually officially met. I had seen her on MySpace. I had seen her on everything.
MySpace. Yeah. Think about how long ago that was. MySpace.
Yeah, I had seen her on MySpace. She was always, in some these dope outfits, which you guys now see so much of. And I kept kind of, pestering her friend, like, listen, man, like, set it up. And she was like, no, I can't do that. At
the time, I was with somebody. At the time, he was with somebody.
And clearly those people died a fiery death, and they're no longer here. But yeah, so I met her there, and I mean, from that day forward, I was like, if I get one shot with it, I was like, I think we can make it work. So,
and then,
is that how you remember the story?
And then one day on Facebook, this was after I had left the person I was with, he had left the person he was with, and on Facebook, I put something up about peanut butter and jelly. I don't even remember the status, and then he jumped into the conversation. All I know is by the end of that post that says I'm eating peanut butter and jelly, there was like 20 comments. And somehow we realized we have the love for the show Friends. And I don't know, we just kind of clicked from there. I'm like, anybody who likes Friends as much as I did, I mean, that person...
Full disclosure though, I lied and made up a story of a student that I had who liked strawberry jelly. Who liked strawberry jelly? Nobody likes strawberry jelly. But it was interesting because even 3 months before this infamous status that had 50, 60 comments on it by midday, I had sent her a message on Facebook like, hey, hope you're doing well. Do you want to grab a drink? And she didn't even respond. Left me on the red. No, she didn't even do that. It was just like, she probably closed her laptop. Threw her laptop in the East River. I don't know what crazy people do. So it was really interesting because then the Facebook status really did jump everything off. And then, we found out we both liked Friends.
That's when my interest was like a little light bulb. I was like, oh, he likes Friends.
But it was like a very dim light bulb, if we want to be honest. It wasn't a full-blown smart light bulb, it was very much like I guess I could talk to him during jury duty, which you did.
I was in jury duty. You were texting me, right?
I was sending you Facebook messages, and then I said, well, why don't we have like this friends, quiz or whatever? And she was like, all right, I have all the DVDs at home. And in my head, I'm like, so do I, but whatever. I'll let you think that you're the only person that does this. And then she was like, oh, well, what do you get if you win? And I was like, when I win, you and I have to go out on a real date. And she was like, okay. And then I left her a real obnoxious voicemail because I called and it went straight to voicemail. And you guys probably don't know this about me. I really don't like New Jersey.
I'm originally from Jersey. Yeah. That's my hometown, and he hates it.
Yeah. The turnpike smells bad, and the water tastes weird, and the air is just kind of,
He's such
nuts.
A hater.
I'm not.
Hater alert. Hater.
Hashtag fact. Like, it was just really weird. And so when I called her, she didn't get the message. And I automatically blamed it on the, like New Jersey's like the Bermuda Triangle. Once you cross over the George Washington Bridge, I feel like things get lost there. It's terrible.
Well, I called him back. He didn't pick up. He was in the subway, and I left him a nasty message about people who ride the subway.
Yeah.
Never can pick up their phone or whatever.
Yeah, there was jokes about Dominicans always riding the A train. It was really funny. I remember calling my brother saying, she's got some sense of humor, and I stood outside the train station for 45 minutes talking to her because I didn't have a car and I didn't want to go home and talk to her and I didn't want to end the conversation because the conversation was really good. She made some jokes. I made some jokes. My jokes were better.
He was a good talker. Alright, so long story short, he pretty much got the answer to the friends question correctly, and I got it wrong.
Spoiler alert, it was, what is Chandler Bing's job?
If you guys know the answer to that, please comment down below because it's a tricky question.
I won't go on a date with you, but, if you know it, yeah, comment on Patty's YouTube page.
But it got me a date with him, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, question number 2 is how and where was our first date?
Cool. It was on June 3rd, 2011.
He remembers everything. Just an FYI, just a disclaimer, I have horrible memory, so it's not that he's the only one that remembers things in this relationship, but I just have bad memory.
It is that I'm the only one that remembers things in this relationship. June 3rd, 2011, we went to go see X-Men First Class on 42nd Street.
We got there late, so we were sitting in the first row, so we were watching a movie like this.
Which Patty hates.
I hate that.
Absolutely hates. We went to Southern Hospitality, Justin Timberlake's restaurant.
Food was so good.
Food was good. We had a shot of moonshine for those of you down south folks. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty serious. And then her car got towed because we parked somewhere we shouldn't have parked. And then, listen, fellas, because I know she has a lot of male followers because you guys like to get ideas for, your ladies and stuff. You don't want to ever be the dude that says, oh, man, it's my fault that you got your car towed. But then you also don't want to be the guy that solves it. You don't want to be the guy that doesn't solve it. So I called my cousin, who was an NYPD officer, and I was like, hey, man, listen, Patty's car got towed. I need to find out where it is. And he was like, all right. He's like, where did you get towed? I told him, and he told me where it was. And then we went and picked it up.
Just an FYI, if you park in New York City, you kind of need to have some kind of degree because there's 50 signs and you kind of just got confused. So that's
super confused. Because there were 9 signs on that street. And we were like, oh yeah, we're totally good. So we get the car back and then
we walked
a ton of blocks. Yeah.
And New York City blocks are long. So we walked all the way to the tow pound to get the car.
Yeah. Yep. We talked the whole time. I made more jokes. I made her laugh.
I was very mad.
She was very mad. When we got there, I paid the toll to get the car out. Because I felt terrible about it. And I was like, you know what? I was like, it's fine. I'll take care of it. And then I think this is probably the perfect segue to the next question. So.
Alright, so question number 3 is, where was our first kiss? And how was it?
Do you want to tell the story?
No. Because if you tell it, I think it's better.
You don't feel like lying to the viewers?
No, if you tell it, it'll be a lie. After we got towed and I drove him home, we stood in front of his apartment building and we're just there talking. And then he leans in for a kiss and I kiss him back. He says that I did not kiss him back. I mean, I was nervous,
Listen, guys, this is proof that even if there are lies in the beginning, you just have to power through. Because I leaned in to kiss her. She's right about that part. And you know what she did?
I did not do that.
She did that.
You're such a liar.
She did that. It was weird. So our real first kiss was on June 17th. Which here's the kicker about that. And honestly, we're real big on numbers and things like that. And so June is a special month for us. It was our first date. It was the month we got married in. It was the month of our baby shower. We're big on numbers. And so 2 weeks later, we went to go see that horrible Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds, and
He's a big Marvel fan. Just enough for
that's DC. I'm a big comic person. Yeah. But so we went to a Mexican restaurant in between, and there was an alley in Bergen County
So
in between
classic.
the Payless
So
and
classic.
this optometrist. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make sure that she understands that I was trying to kiss her for real. Because, like, we spent 2 weeks after, I was like, oh, you didn't even want to kiss me. She's like, yes, I did. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
I was like nervous.
She didn't want to kiss me, you see?
He's such a
So
liar.
our real first kiss was 2 weeks later in this alley. She was wearing this red maxi dress. And I turned to her, pinned her up against the wall in the alley, and I gave her
It's like a full
kiss. Very, very like if it was a real novella, all you would hear is it was like that. Yeah.
Next question is, how long have we been together in relationship and in marriage?
You don't want to take a stab at this one, Stabby Joe? So Patty and I have been together. So Patty officially became my girlfriend on July 30th, 2011. So this was almost 2 months after our first date, 2011. So we've been together 9 years and about 7 months. As of, by the time we're recording this, actually 9 years and 7 months. But I proposed to Patty on October 5th, 2012. So, and then we got married June 14, 2014. So we'll make 6 years married this June. Again, June being a special time for us. Patty said no the first time I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Wait. That question is coming.
Oh, okay.
It kind of is coming.
Okay. So I'll tell you that story, because here we have a woman that did not want to kiss me and did not want to be my girlfriend. So how on earth we are here?
Why did you stick with it? Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Because you were worth it. Because you were worth it.
But yeah, some people do say that we kind of moved kind of fast. If you kind of just look at the numbers and stuff like that, that we met and dined together and got engaged and married. But I feel like when you're meant to be with somebody, it doesn't matter if it's a week, 2 years, whatever. Like, you're just meant to be with that person.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's interesting because my brother was my best man at our wedding, and he said, he was like, if you've known D, he's been waiting for this moment his whole life. And the reality is that I was waiting for her. I wasn't waiting for that moment. I wasn't waiting for any of those things. I was waiting for her. And once she came into my life, it made sense to do things exactly the times that it made sense to do them, and we got married in 2014, but we just had our daughter last year. Almost 2 years ago. But so we were married for a good 4 years before we had a baby. We got to enjoy each other as boyfriend and girlfriend. We got to enjoy each other as fiancés.
You're jumping into the other questions here. Come on.
I didn't receive a script beforehand.
Alright, next question is, what do you two do for a living, and are you using your college degree? Alright, I'll go first on this one. So I am a full-time content creator, YouTube creator, blogger. I do it
Fashionista, fashion victim, all the titles.
I do it all full-time. So in college, I studied accounting, and that's not something I really wanted to do. I kind of wanted to get into like journalism, and my grandmother, which is who I grew up with, she kind of was just like pressuring me, like, no, you have to do accounting, numbers. So I ended up doing that, and I absolutely hated that field. Somehow down the line, actually because of him, he started kind of pushing me to, why don't you start a blog? Because people always used to ask me like, where did you get this outfit? And when I used to tell him how much it cost and like a bargain, because I love like shopping bargains and stuff like that, and he's like,
$6.99.
He's like, why don't you just start a blog and just kind of show off your outfits and tell people where it's from? So Patty's Closet honestly started because of him. He kind of pushed me to do it, and it just kind of turned into what it is today. So yeah, I am a full-time content creator. I have a blog, YouTube. I've been doing that full-time now for about 3 years. Thanks to him, he kind of pushed me to it, and I'm very happy to do that.
So I dispute 2 points in that account. One,
here we go.
You guys should know that her being an accountant is not like that Ben Affleck movie. She's not going around sniping folks and saving the republic. The second part is that, I mean, in any good relationship, and we'll get to this in one of the other questions, in any good relationship, you support each other, but she was doing all of this stuff already. Like, there were so many times that we would walk through the mall in, that state that I told you guys I really don't like, and folks would stop her just to ask her, like, oh my God, where'd you get that top? Or, oh my God, where'd you get that hat? Right? Because she's really into, like, big hats. And it was dope to see, and you could see that her face would light up, right? And, we have a baby now, we have a baby girl now, and, we'll allude to this a little bit later, but it's dope to be able to tell your kid, listen, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And we're able to do that, in part because her mom is out here just busting her butt every day. And this isn't easy. This is not easy work. I can go to work. So I'm a social worker. Right now I'm a program manager at a local managing board here in Montgomery County. And I'm using my degree. I use my degree every day. But, there are days that are slower than others, but I'm still getting paid when I'm there. Like if there's not a crisis or if there's not an emergency or if I'm not in a meeting, I'm still getting paid. And with Patty's job, Patty has to go out and make sure she gets work all the time. And that's something that I absolutely envy and respect about her, because this is not easy. She could have easily folded up shop a long time ago. There's been ups and downs, but she's put everything of herself into this. And it's so dope to see just her reap those rewards that she wholeheartedly deserves.
It's very funny when we meet people and they ask us, so what do you guys do? And we're on two total ends. It's just so funny, but it works for us. All right, next question is, how many children do you guys have and how many do you want? We have a baby girl, Leah. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen her all over my stories every single day. She is 17 months, going on 13 years old. We also have a dog. We consider him our child too. He was our first baby. We have him for how long?
It'll be 5 years in December.
5 years, yeah. So those are our two little babies. But I always wanted 3. And it's funny, he's always wanted 3. But I don't know if we're going to get to 3 because we started a little late, so I don't know about that.
Listen, I keep telling her we have more than enough time. So, our baby girl actually turns 18 months next week. Well, actually Monday, which is kind of surreal to think that we have a 1.5-year-old. That's kind of crazy. She is quite literally the best parts of both of us. She, and one of the things that I grew up without my dad. Patty grew up, without her dad. But my grandfather was a father figure for me. Patty's uncle and her grandfather were father figures for her, and they are very much girl dads, and that's something that I think we've kind of found ourselves in, because I love my daughter, Patty loves her too, and she's awesome. She's literally the best part of our life.
Follow me on Instagram and just see my stories, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. She is just a trip. You'll have a laugh with her.
#tutu.
All right, next question is, what key elements make a successful relationship and marriage?
A lot of drinking. I think is
a lot of wine.
A lot of wine, a lot of whiskey. If you ever come over, you'll see the bar cart is stocked with that. No, I think for us, the biggest thing, and it's interesting, a friend of ours is ordained as a minister, and we had actually asked him to be in our wedding, and he was doing a lot of the work that I do. He was doing that in Bermuda, and one of the things that he said to me was, you have to make sure that the pillars of your marriage are aligned enough where there's enough space for individuality to flow, but that they're not so far apart that you drift apart. And so we've made it a point to pursue our own individual dreams because we have individual goals, but also support each other, be honest with each other, even through the difficult conversations, because we found that you grow through the uncomfortability. It's just the reality of life. At the end of the day, there's going to be people that tell you that marriage and relationships, they have to be difficult, they have to be hard, and I'm going to be frank with you, that's not true. Our relationship, it has its rough parts, but we've been through some stuff, health stuff with me, and we had you guys have read Patty's blog, that our pregnancy wasn't the easiest, but it's been easy loving her. I wake up every morning, I choose to love her. It's just the way that it is. Are some days easier to do it than others? Sure, yeah. But for the most part, it's been easy because she's an incredible woman, and I'm incredibly fortunate for that. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I say that when the cameras are not here. But literally trust each other, grow with each other, grow together, and allow yourselves to grow individually. And I think those are usually some of the easiest things that we do.
And I'll definitely add to that communication as well. I feel like that's so important. And don't go to bed mad. That sounds so silly, but I feel like if I go to bed mad, when I wake up in the next morning, it just messes up my day. And I feel like we need to go to bed and just kind of talk it out. Maybe if it's not something that that's going to get resolved right there, depending on what the situation is. But definitely talking about it, because it'll definitely change kind of like your day when you wake up in the morning the next day.
Yeah.
All right, next question is places you want to travel. The whole world.
Literally, yeah. I mean, we have a map that with thumbtacks of places we want to go, places we've been to, and places that we've gone to individually together, and places that we want to go together. What's been your favorite place that we've been to?
I definitely have to say Europe. Just like he was saying in another question, like we kind of had a chance to be husband and wife before being parents, and I felt like that kind of helped our relationship. So going to Europe, this was before kids were even in the plan. That was a very, very fun trip to kind of see different cultures. We went to like six different?
Yeah, six places in 10 days. Yeah, which was pretty surreal. I mean, we went to Switzerland and went to the top of Mount Titlis, and you guys know this about Patty. She is terrified of heights.
He left me there. 10,000 feet in the air. I'm sorry, I just had to say that story.
She also left me on Route 4 in the middle of a blizzard when we first started dating. But I mean, I guess this is not the time for that, right?
10,000 feet in the air,
middle of a blizzard.
In the middle of a highway.
Seems pretty fair to me. But you know, we did that. We went to London, Paris, Hungary, Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, Amsterdam, and that was great.
And also individually, we've done traveling separately, so it's kind of like what you said. It's good that we do our own thing, but then also still support each other and do our thing.
I am very wise. But places that we still want to visit, we want to go to Tokyo. We have friends in Asia that, you know, we've been dying to go visit. We want to go back to California. We've been to LA. I've been once myself, and then once we went together, but it was so short. But we love Cali. Cali's great. And we have friends who, you know, got married and bought houses there. We want to see them. You know, we've been to Mexico, and Mexico's great. We've been to Cancun and Riviera Maya. So again, you know, two real distinct places.
Paris, I kind of want to go Paris again. Yeah. Just Paris is kind of like California. You can't do that just like a few days. Like it has to be longer than that.
And we were only there for 2 days. Do you know how much food we had to cram in our mouths for 2 days? My God, I came back 37 pounds heavier. It was crazy. That it wasn't dad weight at that point, so it's harder to shake off.
But no, traveling is just one of our favorite things, and we absolutely love to travel.
Yeah, we're actually going to Puerto Rico next month, and then we're going to celebrate our 6-year wedding anniversary in Seattle. You know, the Pacific Northwest. Probably get our Twilight on. You know, I think it'll be good.
I want to go there because of Grey's Anatomy.
Meredith Grey is a psycho. Let's go Twilight.
Next question is weird habits of each other. Where do I begin? There's so many on
You sure you want to go first?
Are you threatening me here?
We're about to burst the invisibility cloak.
Alright, I'm just gonna say one. Let's not make this super long. This one is actually pretty funny. This guy, whenever he finishes something, he leaves the empty box, the empty carton, the empty bottle, whatever it is, inside the fridge or the cupboard. If you use it and there's no more, throw it in the trash. That is just so weird. Why would you take the last thing of something, you see that it's empty, and put it back in the fridge or the cupboard? Come on. That's just weird.
If my mom and my siblings are watching this, they can attest that has been a thing since I was a child.
I don't get it, and I never will. At this point, in the beginning, it used to make me mad. At this point, it's just funny to me.
Yeah, it's not intentional. It's not intentional. I think it kind of just happens now. You know,
it's weird.
It's not that weird. You want to hear weird? Okay, I'll give you weird. Okay, one of the absolute weirdest things is having a conversation with somebody and having them snore in the middle of the conversation. I mean, like, quite literally, like, we will be talking about something that we've been dying to talk about all day. You know, again, we have the baby. She's at work. She's working during the day. I'm working too. Finally get the chance to talk, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, babe, so... And all I hear is...
I can literally be talking with you at 9 o'clock, and by 9:03, I'm like snoring. Done.
Lights out, lights out, lights out, like lights out, ladies. It's like that. It's crazy. And I'm just like, and then when I'm like, all right, we'll just go upstairs and go to bed. No, I want to stay with you. I'm like, for what? To snore next to me? No.
You know what? I honestly thought you were gonna say my weird thing is eating a muffin with a spoon. You don't find that weird?
I find it weird that you eat corn as a snack. If we're talking food things.
Now you're just airing me out here. A lot of people find that weird, but that's fine.
No, the muffin thing.
All right, guys, so we are down to the last question. All right, the last question here on the list is, what do you love about me? I'll let you go first.
No, I went first the last time, so you go first.
Alright, this guy here, this is what I love about you. His heart is so big. He is willing to help anybody. Like, he would take off the shirt off his back just to help anybody. I absolutely love that about him. He's very loving. He's very sweet. He pays attention to like little details. I love that. He's a great dad. I absolutely love that the most. He's a great husband. I just love him so much.
I didn't pay her to say that. I didn't slip her a check before we came on. No, I mean, I love the fact that, you know, she's in my corner no matter what. There is not a bigger cheerleader for me than her. And that honestly makes me feel good as a person who, you know, I sometimes do take the unconventional path, right, to things that I want or things that I want to achieve, but she's always there no matter what. She's a wonderful mom. I can't ask for a better person to help raising this adorable little person that we're going to send out into the real world. You know, she's a great cook. She motivates me to pursue things and to see things in ways that maybe I wouldn't even think to see those things. And at the end of the day, man, she loves me unequivocally for me. It is, you know, me when I'm hurting, when I'm tired, when I'm angry, when I'm sad. And I think that there's something powerful in having a partner who absolutely sees even the rough parts of you and says, you know what, I still choose you. And I love the fact that she still chooses me every day. I mean, like I said, we'll be together 9 years this July. And 9 years, that's what, times 360, that's over 2,000 days. But there is absolutely nobody that I would rather choose to do life with than you.
Love you 3,000.
Love you 3,001.
Alright guys, that is it for the husband tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got to know me a little more, got to know this guy a little more. Did you have fun?
Yeah, from now on it's going to be called Dalvin's Closet. We here now. That's right,
He's
brunch.
taking over the channel. Would you do this again with me?
Absolutely, it was great.
It was fun? Yeah. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That link is down below. There's a new video here on Sundays, on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays. And that is it guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Nobody can see your eyes. You have to look at the camera.
Where's the camera? Oh, okay. Go.
First of all, that is for the eyebrows, not under the eyes. So
I'll be there for you.